All right, good evening. My name is Saul. First thing before we start, let me ask you this. Steven, what do you know about Madagascar? First thing on top of your head. First thing.
It's a European country?
It's actually African. All right, it's off the African. A lot of people talk about the movie though. You know the movie, DreamWorks?
Yes.
Yep, with all the animals, very popular, animated. So, a little bit of Madagascar, all right? Let's talk about the wildlife, the economy, the people, and what challenges it faces. All right, did you know that Madagascar is actually the second largest island country in the world?
I did not.
It's roughly about the size of Texas. All right, it's got a large biodiversity, culture, all right, wildlife, creatures, plants, all that. It actually inhabits 120,000 different plant species there, and that includes 200,000 known animal species there. 80% of the species in Madagascar can only actually be found in Madagascar only, nowhere else in the world. Other species, there's one, the lemur, all right? There are 50 types, and Madagascar houses 100 of them. With a wide variety of land, all right? It differences from island areas, paradise, to rainforests, and certain deserts, plains, all right? But more importantly, with the movie Madagascar, everyone knows about the lemur, all right? The lemur being, again, 50 types, different species being housed. Probably a lot of people didn't know about it until after the movie. Now, what kind of things endanger these wildlife and creatures? Well, there's natural disasters such as monsoons, sandstorms. We take resources, dries up the land. Other areas to include cyclones. All right, they drain, flood, all the natural resources. But on top of all the natural resources out there, all right, the people on the land also take away from the land, all right? The economy, the people in there, all right, they have a high poverty, very high, all right? In fact, the average person in Madagascar makes less than $1. Less than $1, all right? 50% of the children there that are under 5 are actually malnourished, all right? 1 of 3 who are going to school, the others aren't. With the people trying to get their natural resources, with it being so poor, the only way is to actually get it directly from the land. The only way how is to clear up land by burning, cutting, doing illegal fishing from other people. All right, they harvest unsustainable lands, creatures. All right, they also trade them, which is a problem according to USAID. With that, they're being poor and needing the immediate resources now. All right, and then taking away the land. Eventually, Madagascar is going to drive all resources. And with that, eventually, animals, wildlife, it's all going to go extinct. So how are they going to exactly help bring it up? Well, going back to the movie Madagascar, DreamWorks, all right? When the movie came out, all right, it actually helped bring the economy just slightly, all right? Just slightly. Because of the movie, when it came out, it actually brought awareness, all right? More importantly, at Madagascar, but mostly the lemurs, all right? So now people were able to protect it now that they're aware. But with all that going on, them still draining all the natural resources going on in the land, the only way now is to basically cut and burn the forest. Now there's other ways to do it, help it, and that is by planting new trees, which they're currently doing. All right, funding different companies to help, protect the wildlife. With these creatures possibly getting extinct, all right, many plants and medicinal herbs, all right, it's important to protect the land. All right, again, 80% of natural resources, or 80% of the species known only to Madagascar are only found there. So eventually, some of the stuff that we might need later is going to be possibly helpful. All right, they're currently even working towards part of the cure for their own way of handling COVID. So Madagascar, after, a lot of people didn't know about it until after the movie. All right, they saw like all the wildlife, all the animals and stuff like that. But prior to, all right, and what it is now, people don't fail to realize how poor the economy is and how malnourished the people are. All right, but they're slowly working their way up. And now that you know just a little bit more, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. And this concludes Madagascar.